This is a compact 60% mechanical gaming keyboard with ultra-fast Hall effect switches. So let's jump right into it and start unboxing this product, and I'll tell you more about it. So first of all, you get the EK60 HE keyboard nicely wrapped. You do get a nice little user manual. Now if we open up the bottom portion, there are some additional things here. You do get this very nice USB-A to USB-C cable. It's just a standard USB cable in white to match the keyboard. It's not a woven cable or anything like that. So just keep in mind that this is a budget gaming keyboard. You also get a keycap and switch puller included with your keyboard purchase. And this will be useful if you want to replace the keycaps or the onboard switches. You get a nice little Dareu branded Velcro tie. And finally, this is something new I've seen on keyboards. It's like a little lanyard that you attach to the side of the keyboard here. So for example, if you're on the go a lot with your gaming keyboard, you could just grab it by this lanyard and get going. Really cool that they included this. It just says keep fighting right here. And they also include this little cable holder that has an adhesive at the bottom, and you can just stick it on your desk. And then you can go ahead and open it up to put the cable and then close it to keep your cable in place. So let's open up the keyboard itself. And there you go, you have everything you need to get started. Right off the bat, this keyboard is very light and portable. It is a compact 60% layout, meaning no function row on top or a numpad on the side here. It's perfect for a clean, minimalistic desk setup, and it also gives you some extra space for the mouse in case you move your mouse a lot when you're gaming. Now, if you're wondering what the HE stands for in the EK60HE, it stands for Hall effect. And if we press the switches here, these magnetic switches detect your key presses without physical contact, giving you adjustable actuation, and you can also enable rapid trigger mode for lightning fast responses. So now let's talk about performance. This keyboard supports an 8 kilohertz polling rate. That means it's checking for key presses 8,000 times per second for maximum responsiveness. All right, and here we see a nice close-up look at the RGB of the EK60HE gaming keyboard. Very nice RGB, nice and bright here. Of course, speed is only half of the story, so let's do a quick typing sound test so you can hear what these Hall effect switches sound like in action. Alright, so here is the Dareu software interface. It's simple and intuitive, and on this tab right here is where you can fine-tune your actuation point. So you can set the trigger point anywhere from 0.2 to 3.3. You can also adjust the dead zone from 0 to 0.08. And over here on the right side is where you can enable rapid trigger. And over here on this tab is where you can control your RGB and get it exactly how you want it. You can change between different lighting modes. For example, you could do scanning, waterfall, and so on. So this software provides you with everything you're going to need to customize your gaming keyboard. So let me quickly demo the Hall effect actuation on this keyboard. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick demo of the actuation on the Hall effect switches on this keyboard. I'm going to go over to the key travel settings tab here on the left. And now I'm going to set my trigger point all the way to the left to give us a shallow press. That means that when I start pressing this key down, it should activate pretty quick and type the letter. Okay, so let's give it a try with the shallow press here. So I'm going to slowly press the G down. And we see there, I didn't even have to press it that much, and it typed G. I'm going to go ahead and try with the H here. Yeah, I don't even have to press it that far. So if you're gaming and you need to be able to do shallow presses, then you can definitely go that way. Now I'm going to go back to the Dareu software and set that trigger point all the way up to 3.3. That's going to require a deeper press for it to register. Alright, so let's try typing the letter G again. And I do have to press down more. And let's go ahead and try the H now. It still registers fairly quickly after pressing it down, but you can tell a little bit of a difference. And you can also combine it with the dead zone adjustment. So we can put the dead zone adjustment all the way down to 0 and see how it responds now. Alright, let's go ahead and press that G. And the H. Almost instantly, and yeah, it's very instant as soon as I press the G and an H. And now let's go ahead and change the dead zone adjustment all the way up to 0.08 and see how the key presses respond. And let's go ahead and give it a try now. And there we go. Definitely notice a difference. You have to press much deeper before it registers. And actually, with my experience with the Dareu keyboards, the dead zone is a little bit sensitive. So sometimes when you're hovering your keyboard and you just have kind of a light pressure on the keys, it will register. So I do recommend maybe adjusting that dead zone